Hi, today we're going to be talking about my favourite projects of 2023. Now, in this video, there will be two different projects that you haven't yet seen on the channel. That's because they're not yet built. But I'm going to be showing you where I'm up to, where Bill is up to as well, because as you know, Bill, he helps me do a lot of the projects. Is like a co-producer almost of the channel. Also, I know it's been quite a while since I actually did a proper video on this channel. We've had a few different things going on, but rest assured, in 2024 we'll be coming back with more content for your faces. So, without further ado, sit back, grab some munches, make a brew, do whatever you want to do. That wasn't supposed to rhyme, and yeah. So, number one, it has got to be Phoenix Cathedral. Now, I don't know whether you remember or whether you just know, I don't know, but this was built before the existing world, this realm, if you like. The reason it was rebuilt and put onto this particular realm, on this world, if you like, is because it was originally built on Xbox, and I use a Mac, so I don't dislike Minecraft on Xbox. I just find it a little bit bizarre. I think it's just the controls, the sensitivity, different things like that. I'm much more used to using a PC or a computer rather than console. So I decided to redo it. There's one or two differences here and there with the build, but generally speaking, it's, I'd have said, 99% accurate to what it was originally constructed like. The original build on Xbox, me and my friend did it, Kanan, and it took us probably a good couple of weeks at least, but that was constant work. So when me and Bill did this particular one, a replica, if you like, I can't remember how long it took, but it was a fair bit because there's a little bit to it, you know. I'm not saying it's like huge or anything, but it's a little bit big. So I went with a kind of gothic style, but with my own twist, and I think, to be honest with you, thinking about it, the biggest difference would have been the interior. I really went to town on that in terms of how different it is. And yeah, another little addition that I added was obviously the history at the beginning of that video. I just made it up. Well, obviously I made it up because this is Minecraft, it's not real. But yeah, it was kind of fun. It was fun to add a little bit of a life to it, I suppose. But as always, with any build that me and Bill do on Minecraft, we kind of go for like a sense of realism, at least most of the time anyway, because that's just what we do. We like building, I suppose. Up next, we've got Bill's Fort. Now, Bill's Fort was inspired by real life castles and cathedrals, things like that, only without a main structure. It consisted of lots of wooden buildings scattered around one gated area that was built of stone. The reason why I like this one, I didn't actually build this one, Bill built it himself. I like it because it reminds me of a theme park I went to when I was younger, and it's got such a nice vibe to it. There's not a great deal of detail to it, but he did work hard on it, and the overall picture is kind of, yeah. I think it's a really nice place, just sort of walking around. There's obviously the waterfall with the sort of skull face, and there are some secrets on there as well. So if ever you want to get on our realm, message one of us and we'll see what we can do and see if you can find some of the secrets. Up next we've got the mall. Now the mall was so fun to build, I can't deny it. It was probably, bearing in mind this list is in no particular order, but it's just kind of one of those things. When we were building it, me and Bill had ideas for it, and they changed over time. But we went 60-40 on a lot of things. I was the main designer and the main builder, and Bill helped with a lot of the landscaping. And actually, speaking of which, it still needs a little bit doing to it. It's 90% complete. It's just a lot of the ground around it hasn't been done yet. I don't know why we haven't done it. I suppose we've been busy and we've been doing stuff, so... But yeah, the mall, it had an 80s theme to it, but we had, again, like with the cathedral, we had a twist, lots of neon going on. Now, what was tricky was I was building the mall from start to finish, or where it's up to now, in the realm. Now, when I'm in the realm, I can't use shaders or anything like that. I can use texture packs, but that's no good because Bill does his own thing with all that. So I thought, okay, I'll build it on just vanilla Minecraft and we'll see how we get. And I do think it turned out nice. It looks good, but it would have been nice if I'd have built it on like a single player world. The reason that would have been good is because I would have been able to use shades and my own texture packs to play around with lighting, colours, things like that. But hey ho. Next is one that you haven't seen yet. It's eventually going to be a castle. Now, we kind of bit off more than we could chew with this one. I think Bill even said this originally, just finish what you've got going on and then get to it eventually. But you know me, I just started something without finishing another thing. And now we don't really have a lot on until our next project, so I'm going to get started with it. It's going to take me a while because it's going to be such a big build. If you thought Phoenix Cathedral was big, honestly, this is like 10 times the size. Now, it's inspired by Phoenix Cathedral, Hogwarts, and a little bit of something that I'm not going to touch up on too much. All I'll say is have a quick look at where I'm up to so far, and I'll let you be the decider. Okay, next we have another thing that you haven't seen. They are nearing completion, but what they are American houses and UK houses, typically from each country, and they're kind of like on their own suburb, if that makes sense. So next doors might be like, say, one house compared to the other will be like America and then England, or, well, UK. So yeah, we've got like sort of an array of different styles really, and I think the streets feel quite nice. Once they're finished, that will be a video on its own. So yeah, I think probably the whole reason for me doing this is to give you an idea of where we are, where we're up to, what we're going to be doing. Like I said before, rest assured, we've not gone anywhere, we're still here, and we plan on doing plenty more videos throughout 2024. So yeah, just going back to the UK versus USA houses, it's not really a versus, it's just more of a mix. I thought it would be interesting, and so did Bill. Originally, he suggested that we do a kind of entire town, which eventually it will become, but I wanted to focus more on one area, then another, and eventually just join them all up. So that's what we're going to do, but it'll take a while, so yeah. Good luck. Hello. So I'm going to leave you with a little walk around of the world, if you like. I don't want to call it a town yet, because it's more like a number of villages kind of together. So yeah, we'll have a little walk around, and I'll put in some weird music or something like that. You can see what's being built, what has already been built. Does that make sense? What is being built, what has been built, and yeah, you'll get an idea for what's to come and what we've already done. So thank you for watching, really appreciate it. Also, just gonna add something in. Bill couldn't be with us on this video, but he will be with us in a video at some point in the new year, hopefully like quite soon. And we'll have a catch up with him, get some of his opinions, ideas. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.